Welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have another look at Windows 10 Mobile with 3 games we are going to play today. And in the end, the 3 games are going to be Find 3 Free, Ghost Files, in German it's Im Angesicht der Schuld, probably something like Facing Off the Guild or something like that. And then we are going to have a look at Sacra Terra, Kiss of Death. And my name is Gerald. As always, I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course Bluetooth mouse like this one. I'm going to use my mighty Foldable keyboard, which is this one. And in general, you could see something like the Xbox One as wireless controllers in some of my episodes, but today we are not going to use this because there's no game in this episode that is really giving us the option to use this in a meaningful way at least. And so let's have a look at the first game. Of course I have to mention where I'm going to play it on, sorry. In the end, this is my Lumia 950 XL. It is a Windows 10 mobile smartphone, very old now, but still, a pretty nice one in the end. And it has a USB-C connector at the bottom and can do Continuum. Continuum is a technology which enables me to show you everything on a big screen in a desktop-like fashion, but it's created by a smartphone in the end. And what do I need for that? You could do it wirelessly. I'm not, because otherwise I would have to charge my phone differently, or can't charge my phone depending on what I'm going to do there. And so I'm just connecting it with a USB-C connector to my Microsoft Display adapter, which is standing here, or better to say it's called Microsoft Display Dock. And this Microsoft Display Dock, in this case here, is of course powering my smartphone and is connected by HDMI to my display, or in this case a TV, and like that I can play games or work on Word or something like that, whatever I want to do, with my smartphone, but I have more or less an interface of pretty much a PC. It's not exactly the same, but it's closer to that. And in the end, like this, I can for instance use my Foldable keyboard and of course my Bluetooth mouse here, so both are Bluetooth enabled, and so I can connect them to my smartphone and just use them in a more or less normal session like I would do on a desktop PC. If you want to know more about all this, please have a look at the corner up there. Other than that, I'm of course going to start with the first game. The first game is going to be Find 3 Free. So then I'm going to go to my All Apps list at this point, and I'm just going to put into my start menu here, Find 3, probably it's already there, Okay, so Find 3 Free is a very, very simple game for the creator and of course to play too. But in the end I like it a little bit because it's somehow a little bit challenging sometimes and pretty fun to do. You don't have to do much in this game. All you will have to do is you are going to see a counter up in the right edge there, more or less. And that is going to tell you how many seconds you still have. And what you're going to have to do is you are going to have to find the same characters with the same posture in the end in the images here, and there is a limit on how many of those can be there. And because it's called Find 3 of them should be there. So if you find a character that has, for instance, the same posture for 5 of them or something, then that's not the one you're searching for. And so it's more or less like something, find it with your eyes more or less and get it right. And of course you are going to gain points more or less for as long as you can go on. So in the end, you're leveling up. There are a couple of different level parts. It sounds very, very straightforward, very, very easy, and it's very easy to play. But it's not so hard not so easy to master in the end. So sometimes it's really hard to find the right persons and stuff like that. And so just try it out. Sooner or later you're going to run into the timer limit because the timer is going to run on. Each and every level you're going to succeed in will give you, I think, 5 more seconds or something like that. And after a while, of course, the timer is just up and you will have a final score or a final stage where you got to, and that's what the game is all about. So let's play some rounds. In the end, you are just going to use your mouse, of course, and as you can see, I'm just going to turn around a little to play it in a little bit of a better fashion, especially those those find and seek games and stuff like that are very hard to play otherwise. So in the end, I'm going to show you the options first. There's not much to see here, just music and sound you can turn on and off. So any kind of little indication sounds can be turned off by using sounds in the end, and of course music is what you are hearing at the moment. And yeah, after that you're just going to click on play because there's not much to see otherwise. Of course you could have a look at the scores here, but in the end we are going to play this. And now if we go in, you can already see it's it's a very simple game, and as you can see, find the characters that have exactly 3 matching poses. And so just indicate it by clicking on them, and so we are just going to have a look at it. So the first stage, of course, is pretty easy. As you can see, for instance, this one has 3 of them, but there is another one, so this is not the one we are searching for. Exactly the same with the pink one here, 4 of them, not what we are searching for. 4 of those 2, so in the end we will have to choose probably... I'm not even seeing it at the moment, because she only... yeah, okay, sorry. Of course, she is the one we are searching for, as you can see, so we got it right. And now you just have to press the space key to go to the next level. And yeah, in the end, now we see even more characters standing around here. So let's have a look at that. Those 2, 3... and I think those are the right ones. Exactly. In the end, it's just find everything and try to count them, and if it's too much or something, then just go to the next character and try that one. So for instance, this one can't be right. The very grey one can't be right because there are 4 of them. That one can't be right, already taken there. This one can't be right because we have 4 of them. That guy, too many of them, so it's not going to be that one neither. Interesting. Where is the right one? And as mentioned before, it's very easy to understand, but sometimes it's not that easy to master it. No. That guy isn't the right one either. You can of course unclick them if you are finding something that is not helping you there. So do that in this case. And I'm really stuck. Hello? 4 of them doesn't match, because this one is there. It's those. Okay. No, it's 4 of them then. That's not matching neither. Huh? Is there an answer? I'm really unsure at the moment. That one... no. Yeah, it's wrong, I know. Okay, as you can see, not totally easy to solve, but sometimes you're just stuck because, yeah, I'm blind for that now, if I'm watching it. What I want to show you is that there are a couple of different other options. So it's not only the characters, but sometimes they are going to, for instance, look into different kinds of directions and stuff like that. So this is going to give you a more harder thing to do. We are restarting this, so I'm just going to leave it out now. But in the end, you already know what this game is all about. It's really not an action-packed game or something. It's just something you have to search for the different characters. it's even not looking very well or something, so very basic in the end. But somehow I like it because it's just, yeah, more or less giving you something to do on a bus stop or something. So in the end, this is a game, Find 3, the free version in this case. Okay, so let's have a look at a little bit more, yeah, graphical, appealing one, or whatever you want to call it. It's called Ghost Files. And yeah, facing off the guild or something like that. And in the end, we are going to play a little commissioner, more or less, or a woman commissioner in the end, who has to solve a case. It's a search and find game, one of the big ones, because it's by I think Artificial Mundo or something like that is the name of them. It's a very, yeah, one of the greatest companies, I think, for Windows 10 mobile users, because they really have a couple of very interesting adventure games. And I'm just going to start this up. In general, I would play the first rounds or something, but we are not, because there is another adventure game in this episode, and that would take a long time otherwise. But as you already can see, there are a couple of them. So if you want to play other games from them, you can of course click here through and get another games too. But at the moment we are going to play Ghost Files, as mentioned before, Im Angesicht der Schuld, so something like Facing of the Guild or something like that. And so I'm just going to click on that, and we are going to have a look at the introduction, because these are adventure games.
Breaking news. Earlier this morning, the Boston Police Department called a press conference where lead detective Emily Meyer stated that a body was found near the harbor. The victim was later identified as Julie Sanders, age 45, from Boston. Sanders is now considered the 10th victim of a serial killer called the Guilty Man. Police found a letter containing the single word guilty while searching the victim's apartment. Anybody who has any information about the case should call 444-5321.
Guilty. Yeah, and there we are. As you can see, we are going to hunt down probably a killer in this case. And in this game, you are playing the commissioner, and she's going to try to hunt down that one. And of course, you can now print in or give in your gamer tag you want to use here. It really doesn't matter much, you can just use whatever you want. In this case I'm going to use my typical one, and I'm just going to click on OK to go in. And after that, of course, sorry that it's going to be in German, the sound output will not be in German, so you should be easy to understand everything, even if you're not going to learn German for some kind of reason, which I don't know, because you should know. In the end, this is just play. Extras is extras, and mehr would be more. We are just going to click play to go in. There are a couple of different play modi in most of the games here. The first one is of course the one we have to go in. And sometimes there is just one chapter or something to be played, and after that you will have to pay for the full version. Something like that is happening from time to time. And then you have different kinds of difficulty levels. As you can see, there's standard, there is advanced, expert, and yeah, customized more or less. And so you can just have a look at what you want to do there. I'm going to play standard in this show off, of course, but yeah, if you want to have it harder, then do the other ones. In the end, the story is not going to change from that, but what is going to change is more or less a little bit of the puzzles in the end, and most often stuff like tips and just giving you some kind of hints and stuff like that will be shut off in the more advanced difficulty levels. So I'm just going to click on OK, and we are listening to the next one. So it's a police station here. Yeah, and he's asking us, would you like to play some kind of an introduction or not? Yeah, probably we would, because why not? So let's have a look at that. In general, they're just going to tell you how to use this. So for instance, hey, go to the telephone and catch it. And yeah, we are just going to do that.
Police, my name is Bethany Stenford. I think I know you killed all those people. My address is 19 Congress Street, apartment Stenford. Please hurry.
Okay, so we now know probably a witness or something, we're not sure, but in the end we know somebody who knows how to catch the killer, or at least who knows who the killer is. That's the first part of it, of course. So let's click on that. And yeah, I'm always playing the introductions here because they're just giving you a little bit of a hint of the story too. So it's not about, hey, don't you know how to click a button or something? Of course I do. But in the end, how to do everything is of course going to be given to us, or just going to be introduced to us. And as you already can see, we now have the tip option in this case. And of course, by just selecting different kind of stuff, we can of course go in and take everything with us. In this case, of course, we have just catch 2 objects. So in the end, it's a pistol with ammo in there. And we can of course now just learn about how to connect 2 items together. So if you click on that, now you can just use this and more or less equip it with it. And now it's of course armed and we can fire it up or whatever. And of course, if you want to talk to people, just click on them. It's really easy.
Emily, I'm a professional psychic and I've assisted the police in countless investigations. Let me help you with the serial killer case.
Look, Susan, I really like you, but I don't believe in that spiritual mumbo-jumbo. I have 10 murders to investigate and no suspect. If you don't mind, I have some work to do.
Excuse me, ma'am. I've taken a week off. I should be on my way.
Frank, wait. I need that new safe combination.
Here you go.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, so in the end, we are getting a couple of different things, which are of course going into our inventory, and now we can of course use the notices to access stuff, or better to say, to see what we are going to have to do. So we want to, or we have a task to ask the witness there, and that's more or less what we are going to do in this part then. And of course, as you already can see, we have a couple of different options here. Other than that, there are so collectibles are going to be indicated by this little icon here. So to find collectibles, just click on them, get them, and as you can see, we have a forensic object, whatever, we can use here next to that. No, please don't. Okay, so if there is this little indicator here, so this little tattoo-like one, or whatever you want to call that, then you can go to another part of the part here, or of the screen in the end. So just use that to switch over.
Indeed it is. You can now compare fingerprints, blood samples, and bullets.
Great. Thanks, Jimmy.
Okay. So everybody is going to give us some kind of equipment we are going to need to get the part here running. And of course, here, for instance, we have the option to, inspect more or less bullets and stuff like that to find out about fingerprints, or if there are blood samples or something like that on them. We can really work with that to find out more about it. That's more or less what they are telling us here. And you already see that we are getting a couple of different tools here to work on. And they are telling us, click on that. Hello? Yeah, okay, I have to click on the bottle there. And after that, as you can see, we have a couple of different options here. So in this case, we can do both of that what I just taught you. So in the end, we can go with the blood instruction and stuff like that, and of course with the other parts. I'm not going to go into this because I don't have anything to do that at the moment. So let's go back to our first indicator here. And of course, she asked us to talk to her. She is some kind of an esoteric person who, more or less a medium or something, who is
Let me help you
going
with the
to help
serial
us.
killer case.
We can, of course, but we already told her off more or less because we don't want it, because those mumbo jumbo is not what we are going to use there. Whatever.
Let me help you with the serial
Nope.
killer case.
Nope, we are not going to. So let's see. We have a combination for the safe here, so we can just use this, put it up here so I can read it, and now probably there is a mini game now active. So to do that, okay, we will have to move this around, and first option is of course 70, so use that. Then we have to go to the left with 50, so this one around 50. So in this case, if you don't know about that, it's very important which kind of way you're turning the part, because that is part of everything here too. So now we will have to go to the 90 in this case. Now left way around to the 60, and of course right way to 50. And now we should be able to open that one. Let's do that. And as you can see, we have another part in there. Probably something we are going to use for whatever. I don't know at the moment, but we are just going to get this probably for samples or something. And now we should be able to go to the next part. Okay, so in the end, as you can see, we have an UV lightener. We have now options to get fingerprints. This is probably part of that, yeah, fingerprint brush there. And we have some kind of option probably for the blood samples or something, we will see. And this is more or less what we can get here. I'm going to go back here and let's see where we can go. Okay, we need one more part, so the key to our car is missing, otherwise we could go and ask the subject. So we are going to have to see where we can find the key, so you can just zoom in, as you can see here, get the key, and here we go. Now we have the option to go to the street and drive wherever we want to. Okay, so we are driving to the next part. You already see it. There's a lot of different things going into this. Of course, it's a little bit an older game, so it's not the best graphics or something, but it's pretty much very playable and yeah, fun to play in the end. We have a different kind of space now where we are going to work with. And yeah, as you can see, there are little animations going on and stuff like that. As mentioned before, I'm not going to go too deep into this game. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the fashion and what kind of game it is. So it's a little bit of a darker one in this case. And yeah, in the end, just try to solve the case now. I'm not going to show you more of this episode of this game because the next one is a long one too. And I'm just going to shorten both of them so you can see it in a reasonable timing, more or less, because of course my episodes are often a little bit longer and I don't want to give you all of that all over again twice, otherwise we are going to play 1 hour or something. Okay, so anyway, if you like that game, just get it for free, at least the first chapter of it, in the store, just buy it. If you like it after that, and if not, just leave it alone. There are a couple of them, so you can of course play a couple of them before you're going to buy anything of that. Okay, so and the last game in this episode here, it's called Sacra Terra, Kiss of the Death. And that one is of course something very equal to this, probably by the same manufacturer, I'm not sure, we will see. And so let's have a look at that. I'm just going to do it in a pretty fast fashion with that game too. If you like these kind of games, really try those out, because I think they are all very yeah, fun to play in the end. It's Sacra. Okay, so this game is something we can't play on the big screen as we did till now, but we will have to go to the mirror mode for it. So if I want to go to the mirror mode, so out of Continuum mode, you can do that, doesn't matter. You can use the mirror mode too in some situations if the game is older, so for Windows Phone 8 or something, or Phone 8.1 for instance, then you will have to go there. For that, just go to the 3-point menu at the top there in your Continuum app. If you are in there, go to the advanced settings, and if you then just click on mirror the display content, then you're going to see this. And now we have, of course, a different kind of setup, so it's exactly the same that is going to be displayed on the display itself. And depending on the game, that doesn't matter, because in many of the games you can play it in the widescreen mode then too. That's fine. Some of them are not fine with that, so you will have to play it in the portrait mode. So I'm just going to show you what it is with Sacra Terra. In the end, you can just use your mouse in this mode like you would with your fingers or whatever, touching stuff. And if I click on that, then Sacra, there we are. And as you can see, I now am able to click it. It's no longer blend out or something, or faded out. And as you can see, we have the full screen in this game too, because it's just going to automatically turn everything around. And I'm just going to show you the small little storyline that is going to unfold in this case. Again, it's a very equal game. In the end, all of these games are at least packed with some kind of a little seek and hide game and stuff like that. But let's have a look. Options, play, new game, and the introductions or whatever, or instructions or manual. And here you can, of course, select a couple of different options. I'm just going to click on play in this game. It's probably not from the Mundi faction there. Yeah, and we are going to play the standard mode in this case, and here is the next little introduction.
What a beautiful night.
Tiffany, I want to ask you something.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Okay, so a proposal. Oh, and she might not sure about it. Let's
Talk
see.
about bad timing. What's this book about? Interesting.
Uh-oh.
It says this is a spell to summon
Foreshadowing.
succubus, but it doesn't actually work, does it?
Uh-oh.
Quiero impere tibi dominus peradum.
Okay. Succubus incoming, more or less.
Iod cavallile.
Lilith. Not the best idea to do that, my friend. But whatever. Let's see what's happening here. We have a demon. First question, why the heck is a book like that there and just lying next to somebody there and nobody has, I don't know, fixed it or giving it something that it's not happening? But whatever. Okay, storyline is given, and as you already can see, we are in the game now. And there are a couple of different options. As you can see, we have something on the table here where we should get probably a knife. Yeah, okay, we should get a knife, okay. And now we are just going to go in and see what's happening here. And of course, the succubus took our friend or our, probably our boyfriend or whatever. And we are going to have to try and see how to help him. It's more or less the same technical parts we already know about. If you click on this, it's probably going to give you an hint. Yeah, exactly. So he's just telling you, hey, click here. And as you can see, if you're not into introductions or something, this one is really helping you because there's no manual or no tutorial in the end. Or in the end, it's more or less what we are doing at the moment, but you will have to click around a little bit by yourself to see everything. What is fine, because especially if you have played one or two of those games, you already know what to do in the end. I will have to click on this because they're telling us something. Okay. Yeah, in the end, everything I told you before. So our boyfriend is called Mark, and he is of course gone because he. Yeah. Okay. We had this kind of love portion book there, and he just she bought somewhere on a market in the end, and yeah. Not the greatest thing to put it there because Mark of course wanted to propose to her, but now he is of course taken by a demon from hell. That's more or less what's standing here, and yeah, she's now wondering what to do, and the book is going to help us to find Mark again, okay? And of course, to get the book running, we need to get the little broken parts we saw in the introduction there, which are just stuck in different kinds of places in our apartment probably. So that is more or less what they are telling us here. Okay, let's see. I don't think it was here, right? So we will have to... Here's the inventory. We just put something in there, that's fine. How would I go back? Nope. That's of course something very different because we are opening up the menu with that, not what we wanted here. I'm not sure how to leave this at the moment, so I'm just going to click on this. Okay, we can scroll down, that's something, okay, fine. We have to go to the bottom here to do stuff, which is fine. And with this you can of course go back and forth. Okay. At the moment I'm a little bit stuck, but there for instance is something we just got from that. Oh, but it's stuck in the stone, so we need to do something, and probably we need to get the inventory here and put something like scissors on that. So click on that probably and just click on that. No, we can't use it for that. So maybe we need the knife to get it out there. Yeah, that's fine. So we are going to use this, get it out there and get it in our inventory. And let's see the next part. I think there are a couple of them. There is another one. So let's see what we can do with that. It's pretty high up. Yeah, okay, she's telling us that she can't go up there. So let's see if we can get it out. Maybe with our umbrella. That's a long one. Yeah, okay. So in the end we are going to get rid of all our different parts here, or our different inventory stock, to get all the stuff out. As you can see, we got the 2 parts now. If I go back, I'm not sure if this is enough to do it. I'm really not sure at the moment. But we will of course see. If I have a look in here, of course, sorry, we need the book, which is still on the ground here. Yeah, there we are. So let's put in that one, put in the other one. And of course there needs to be one more part. I think it's here, something is glowing there. Yes. So in this case, scissors are going to help us to get that out. Okay, that's fine too. And now we can of course put this one in and get on with the storyline. So this is more or less how you're going to play this. You're going to have to find stuff in your world, going to put it in somewhere and try to find out about the story that is going on. And this is more or less what you are going to play here. And there is the name of the game, Sacra Terra. So in the end, it's an island.
This is where that cursed book was written. So this is where I should start my search for Mark.
Okay.
Since the book is my only clue, I don't know what to do first.
Yeah, let's see. Of course, you're going to have to find out everything about that and where to go and what to do. And of course, you can talk to people here too. So if you want that, try to talk to that guy.
I brought you to Sacra Terra Island. I suggest you start your search at Adenay Monastery, the castle located at the top of the hill. You'll find a library there. Perhaps your book was once part of its collection. I'll say this one more time. Coming here was a bad idea. This is a godforsaken place. People have disappeared and never been found. If you change your mind and want to leave, I'll come get you. This place makes my blood cold, so if I were you, I wouldn't stay long.
Okay, so we have to be afraid of all of that, what is going on here, and we shouldn't stay too long here. Yeah, I'm just not going to play it through, but you already see that those two have a little bit of a different story. So one we are seeing here is more or less about demons and yeah, trying to get out there. The other one is about a mass murderer. So whatever you want to play, what is more of your playstyle, just play the story. In the end, you're going to get a lot of different story elements in there. They're going to tell you a pretty amazing story in general, so something that is really fun to play. And of course, you get to do stuff by yourself by solving different smaller and bigger puzzles and games and stuff like that. So, I would say, with that, I would like to end this episode in this case. If you want to play one of the games, it's highly recommended. Both are pretty nicely done and I like them. They are not too easy to solve, but not too hard neither, so you can, as a starter and as an advanced player, have fun with those. So just try them out. I highly recommend them. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you had fun with this episode. If you had, of course, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe till now, just do that. Right now, there's a button right down below. If you have any kind of comments, questions, whatever, something you want to say, just put it down in the commentary section down below, and I'm going to try to answer everything I can. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, have a great time, have a great day, and see you in the next episode. Bye. Bye.